Hi everyone, this is Pollyanna'S 2-year update. The last update I've done was from 6 to 1 years old. So I'll link to that one down below so you can watch that. We just watched that and she thought it was her little brother on the screen, but it was you, wasn't it, as a baby? So she's obviously not going to be with me in this video while I'm talking because keeping a toddler on your lap can be very difficult. Look at her! So yeah, 2-year update on Pollyanna'S progress. Hello. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be Pollyanna'S 2-year update. So the last update I actually done for her was 6 to 1 year, and I put it all in one big video. I'm glad I done that video so you could see the progress that she's made then, and you can come back to this video. We had her second birthday, and for her second birthday party we just had something at home again, and we had a Peppa Pig party. I done a huge balloon wall with my friends who helped me, and we had Peppa Pig come and visit us, and we had a Peppa Pig cake, and it was just such a lovely day. I always love the parties at home, even though we both have such big families and it feels really overwhelming the amount of people in the house. It's really nice when everyone's singing her happy birthday, she goes all shy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pollyann'a. Happy birthday to you. And this year I felt like she really understood it and she knew to blow out the candle, and she sung along with the happy birthday, and it was just really lovely. One of the biggest changes is she is now fully potty trained. She's been potty trained since about 20 months. She wears pull-ups at night time, but it's always dry. I tend to take her to the toilet at about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and then put her back into bed, and we wake up with a dry nappy. But I just can't, I don't want to deal with the mess if she wets herself in the night, so I just feel safer putting a pull-up on her. It didn't take her long, it took her probably 3 to 4 days, and we went out quite a lot. She obviously had a few accidents, as they always do. She still does now sometimes, but I think that's just quite natural given different circumstances perhaps, or pressure that they feel under, like different days. Every day is different, but she's doing really well. That was a big milestone for me and for her, obviously. Another huge life-changing thing was that she started nursery. She's only been going 2 mornings a week, Monday and Fridays, 9 till 1. Her settling in days went really well. She was like, bye mummy, and had no worries whatsoever, and they were about an hour long, those settling in sessions. And then when she had her full morning, we received a phone call, and the nursery said, oh, she's a little bit sad, she's on the floor crying, did you want to come and get her? And that was about an hour before we were due to pick her up. And then after that, she's been absolutely fine. She really loves it. She thrives on meeting people. She loves socializing. She loves other children so much. And for us, nursery was just, there was no question about it. Even though she doesn't have to go to nursery, me and Adam both work from home, and she goes to nannies 2 times or 3 times a week. So nursery wasn't essential, but I think for Pollyanna'S progression, it was essential. She just needs them social skills. She is like a little mini teacher. I remember we went in to watch her, we were picking her up, and we just poked our head in to see how she was getting on, and she's like stood up at the front of the class with the teacher, handing things out. I think she's gonna be quite bossy, and kind of, this is how you do it. I can imagine her being like that. Me and Adam take it in turns and taking her and picking her up, just to mix it all up a little bit. Yeah, she really loves nursery, which I'm so pleased about. It was probably the best thing, the best decision that we could have made for her. She now finally sleeps in her own bed all night. So she was going through a stage for probably 6 to 9 months of waking up at around 10:30, 11:30, between that time, and then coming straight up to our bed. This went on for so long, I can't even tell you, and I finally figured out why. So I might do a video actually on how we got her to stay in her own bed, but she sleeps in her own bed all night. We have dinner at 6, and then we will go up and have bath time, and then she'll go into bed about 7, half 7. We're not really like strict, we don't have like a set bedtime, but dinner time we do, and then it just goes on from there, however she's feeling or something. But she's really easy at getting to sleep. We have a book that we read to her, which is actually another thing that I'm going to include in the video. So it's a book on how to get your child to sleep. And we didn't think it would work, but ever since we've been reading it to her, she's asleep before, like way before, halfway through the book. And now I've also started reading different books to her, like Roald Dahl books. I know they're a bit grown up for her. The toddler books are just too short, so she's normally still awake by the time I finish it. So we'll just read to her until she falls asleep, and sometimes it's pretty quick. We give her a bottle of milk before she goes to bed, and by the time that's finished, she's normally asleep. We have cut out her nap time, so she used to have a lunchtime nap, but I really found that we were struggling. She just didn't want the naps. It was a real kind of battle to get her to have a nap, and if I left her to fall asleep on her own accord, she wouldn't fall asleep till about 5. So it was too late to have a nap at 5 o'clock because then it was too close to bedtime. So I just decided, you know what, that's it. I'm not going to force her to try and sleep anymore. It was just too much of a battle, and we've just cut it out, and she's been absolutely fine. We are out on a walk and she falls asleep. I let her sleep. I try not to let her sleep for any more than 30 to 40 minutes because I noticed the big difference it has on bedtime. It takes a lot longer to get her to sleep at bedtime. But I think that's quite a big change for a 2-year-old to not have a nap, but she does better by not napping. We've seen such a difference in her sleep. She is also in a big girl bed, so her cot actually transforms from a cot to a single bed and then to a double bed or a sofa. But she has been in this since just after her first birthday, I think. I can't actually remember, maybe it'll be in my other update, but she has been out of a cot for a very long time. She has a side panel on, and that's all she has, and I just feel like she feels more like a big girl. Even though she's in a big girl bed, she still doesn't get out of bed on her own. So in the morning she'll wake up and she'll shout, "Mummy, Daddy," but she won't actually get out of bed and take herself upstairs to us. She'll wait until someone comes down to get her, which I think is really quite good for a toddler. And same with like when we're putting her to bed. If she's crying and not ready for bed, we'll say to her, "We'll come back in 2 minutes, Pollyanna." She doesn't get out of bed and try to, well, not yet anyway, she doesn't try to like escape. She'll just lie in bed. She might cry a little, but she'll never get out of her bed yet. In terms of food, she is the best little eater. Oh my God, I'm such a fussy eater. Adam eats everything, and I was just hoping with everything in me that she was going to take after Adam, and she has, and I'm so grateful for that. I think a big part of it was her weaning journey. Like, I'm going to do the exact same thing with Alfie, and I will be documenting it all, but she eats everything. Her favourite foods are olives, and she's just quite exotic, and she'll try anything. She's not afraid to try anything. At the moment, she's going through a tiny stage of not wanting mushrooms, so she'll leave them on the plate. But if I say to her, "Let's play a game, Mummy will feed you," she will eat them. She loves her vegetables. Her favourite foods are peas. She would have a whole bowl of peas to herself. She eats broccoli, just everything, fish. She's really funny. When we go out for meals, we don't normally order off the kids menu because things like chicken nuggets, she never eats. So she's better eating our food. She is just like the best little eater. I get mesmerised by it. She also has quite large portions, and this is something me and Adam are always quite like worried about. Like, is that portion a bit big? But she'll finish that portion, and then she'll start picking off my plate and Adam's plate. But she's a very slender little thing, so I'm not worried about her portion sizes. Her speech is coming along so well. We have real proper conversations with her. She can put whole sentences together. She's recently just started saying "I love you," which is like the best thing in the world. I'll be like just doing something in the kitchen and she'll say, "Mummy, I love you," and then we have like this little game where I say, "No, I love you," and then she says it again and again, and I just love hearing it. Her speech is great, and we have some words that like we really don't want to forget. So like she calls chocolate cake. So for Christmas, I made a chocolate cake, a Malteser chocolate cake, and ever since that, she's always referred to chocolate as chocolate cake. So even if it's just a little piece of chocolate, she'll go, "Ooh, chocolate cake." And if she falls over and hurts herself, she calls it an ouchie. She's just started watching these YouTube videos actually, and now she's started to call it a boo-boo, and she'll be like, "Oh, Mummy, boo-boo." And another thing, she's so caring. If she notices the tone in my voice, or if me and Adam are like bickering, or if I hit my arm on something, she'll go, "Oh, Mummy, what's wrong? What's happened?" and she's just very, yeah, she's just so caring. The thing that we do want to stop is she always says, huh? Huh? So you'll be talking to her and then she'll go, huh? She says pardon when she burps or sneezes. Yeah, she's just really lovely. She says her pleases and thank yous like amazingly. I'll give her something and she'll go, oh, thank you, mummy. It's just the way she says things. It's just really lovely. She's really great at following instructions. An example, this morning she was looking for her little handbag and I was in the shower, so I was using that time to like keep her occupied, and I was saying, oh, move all your pillows that are on the floor and put them on the bed and see if it's by your kitchen. So she did that, and then I was like, oh, is it in the radiator in the spare room? And she went in and looked, no mummy, not there. I can ask her to put something in the bin and she will. She does tidy up time. She's really great at following instructions. She also knows when something is wrong, so if she's being too much with Alfie, I can say to her, Pollyanna, if you carry on doing that, I'm going to put you on the step, and she'll not do that. She knows that the step is not good, and we currently do put her on the step for 2 minutes if she doesn't listen. So I'll give her 3 chances, and if she doesn't listen, she'll get put on the step for 2 minutes, and that's something that we keep up, and she doesn't come off the step, and it's worked really well for us. I never call it the naughty step, it's just the step. In terms of tantrums, she went through a little stage, probably about 1.5, where she was having tantrums when we wanted to leave the house. Not tantrums, she would just cry. She tends to be typically good. You can ration with her, you can talk to her, and I'm also a big fan of distracting. So if I feel like she is gonna have a meltdown or have a tantrum, I'll distract her with something else, and that works really well for us. In terms of like the terrible twos, they haven't come yet, and I hope they don't, but we will see. She is a very active little girl. She loves going out on her scooter. She got one for her 2nd birthday and she is so good on it. And she is so good on it. She's so fast. And this weekend she just started like putting one leg out as well and like being like a little ballet on her scooter. She loves going down hills on them, and she is just the biggest thrill seeker ever. I knew she was going to be, because she does things like balance on one leg, like on her car in the house and stuff. She loves soft plays. She just loves being around other children so much. She's very sociable. She will make friends with anyone, any age. When we're out on her scooter, she'll be like, hi scooter, and she'll make friends with whoever is around. She really loves playing dress up. She loves playing with these little figures that she's got, so I think a doll's house is the next kind of big toy that we're gonna get for her. She loves playing with her teddies, and she loves playing doctors and just lots of imaginative play. She really loves that at the moment. She loves her baby dolly. She goes to bed with that every night. If she gets into bed and the baby's not there, she will shout out, baby, my baby, and then we'll have to go get her baby. She's now able to watch movies without being distracted. So we've recently watched Toy Story from start to finish, Cinderella, Nemo, just all the Disney films. She's really got into Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, which I was really excited for, because that means when we go to Disneyland at some point in the future, she'll really understand and know it. We've just signed up to Disney Plus, and obviously they have all the Disney movies on there. So it means that she can watch all the Disney films that I loved as a kid. So she has done a lot of traveling. We've been on long car journeys. We drove from the UK to France and then on to Spain, which was about a 12-hour car journey. And she was about 1.5 then. She has been to, I think, about 7 countries. So Marrakesh, Berger in Spain, France, Egypt, Ibiza, Saint-Tropez, Monte Carlo. She's never been any problem. She really adjusts really well. She really loves being on holiday, especially if it's somewhere hot with a swimming pool. She loves being in the water. She knows all of her colours and she can count to 10. I'm trying to teach her shapes, but she doesn't know them quite yet. In terms of TV shows, if I ask her what she wants to watch, she will always say Peter Rabbit. Before this, it was always Peppa Pig, but Peter Rabbit has always been there. She's gone through Waffle Dog, Bing, but Peter Rabbit never goes, it's always there. She always asks for that one. She does swimming lessons once a week for half an hour, and I think this has really helped her have confidence in the water. She's just really great in the water. She can go under, she'll jump off the side, and yeah, she just really does love swimming. She's also been going to Toddler Sense up until she started nursery, and this was something we done from a baby. So it started at baby sensory, and then as she got older, I think it was about 1, they moved her up to Toddler Sense. to be with the bigger kids, and she really loved that. She loved meeting other people and she loved the songs and the joining in. In terms of looks, she still has very fair blonde hair, which is quite frizzy when she sleeps on it at the back. It's a little bit curly on the ends, but it's getting long now. When it's wet and you brush it, it comes halfway down her back. We're just deciding whether to cut her fringe or let it grow out. She hates it going into her eyes and she won't let me clip it back, so I'm thinking we're going to have to give her the fringe. She obviously has her big blue eyes still. She's quite fair skinned. She has all her teeth. She's quite slender. I actually weighed her. She saw me getting on the scales just before I started working out, and I think hers was like 2 stone 2, and her height, I think her height is pretty average for her age, and she's in 2 to 3 year clothing. And her character is just my favorite thing about her. She's very affectionate. She's quite chilled and laid back, very loving. She's just a lovely little person to be around. She's very happy and she's very confident. She's not a shy child, that's for sure. She can come across shy when she meets new people, but in general she's not shy. She's quite outgoing, and I'm just so proud to be her mum. She is like the best thing ever. Best thing ever. It's just seeing them grow. I can't believe she's no longer a baby and she's a toddler. It's just very scary how quickly it all goes. But it's nice to have these videos to look back on and see all her little progress. And she can finally say her name now as well, which is really nice. She is just amazing, and I'm looking forward to doing these yearly and just seeing how she changes as a little person. She's still amazing in front of the camera. She's a little show off. I'm looking forward to getting her started at dance lessons. I don't know what other lessons she's gonna do. Maybe like gymnastics. I can imagine her doing a little bit of gymnastics, ballet. I'd really like her to do Irish dancing because that's something that I done. It's gonna be very interesting to see how this little girl turns out, but I just know she's gonna be an absolute dream. She's just incredible. So that is the end of this video, and I'm sorry for gushing, but to think that my first baby is all grown up is just surreal. Like, I can't believe, sometimes I can't even believe I have children. It's just crazy, but I just wouldn't change her for the world. So thank you for watching, and please make sure you subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and I will see you in my next video.